Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, City Tree Sports, and a pleasure to have you live at Charge. We'll look at a great action presented by Lunatic Designs. It is time to go racing shop, Chop Shop, the Racing Truck Series presented by Speedy Trophies, and this is the All-Star Race where the points don't count and the drivers go crazy. That's pretty much what we're looking at it. It ain't about anything. It's about 200 miles an hour. That's what it's about. And all the chaos getting out of the way right now. That's just gotta look at it. It's going to be an amazing night here as iRacing Super Speedway, the 3-mile length racing surface, 2.95 to be exact. But, you know, it's 3 miles. It's 3 miles around this racetrack. It is huge. It's massive. It's horrible. It's crazy. It's season 5, 67 laps, no stage, plenty of tires, 40% fuel though. That's going to be the big number here. With 40% fuel, they're going to be pitting quite often, as it would be 2 fast repairs for the drivers. And there's the broadcaster / RC caution, according to the pre-race narrative and what they've got going on. So, I would love to have seen this as a timed race where we would have done the knockout style, but they decided to change it up this time, and I'm all right for it. Track temperature 92 degrees out there, as we'll see. 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 45% humidity, cloudy skies, 5-mile-an-hour wind. It is massive. Stay tuned, sports on board for our pole sitter here tonight as everybody gets locked in. Good to see you all. I hope you're all having a wonderful night, and I know that a couple of the commands didn't work. I restarted the computer and shut it down for an hour so that way I could, well, you know, get things working like it was supposed to be. So the command should be working now. So now we should be good to go. Yeah, Chop Shop Racing. Ready to go. It's going to be awesome. So qualifying is going to be finished up here in just a moment. We'll see who your pole sitter is going to be. And this is for all the bracket rights, folks. It's for all the dang old thing. As we look to have at it. So, good to see you all. I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate everybody looking pretty darn fantastic. You know, you're all amazing. So, this track is going to have different levels of audio. I want to get it out of the way and say it before anybody says it. The cameras on this racetrack are not very good. The audio on this racetrack is not very good. It is a make-believe racetrack that iRacing threw in, and it's going to be insane. So these drivers are going to be able to come to pit road at speed, which you're going to see right here. And the drivers coming to pit road at speed. It's going to look a lot like that. Hopefully, it doesn't look a lot like that because you can miss your pit box, and you want to maximize what you're doing. But definitely going to have to make sure that when you get into your pit box, you make things happen. That's pretty much how you see it. So yeah, they're a little. There's not much I can do about it. I'm going to be constantly adjusting it until we get a Go XLR here. There's not much I'm going to be able to do. So it's iRacing Super Speedway. I turned it. I'm literally halfway on the marker, and normally I'm at 3/4. And all the good things still happening. So let's take a look at your starting grid here tonight as Robert Church is going to be your pole sitter. Brad Dove, your outside pole sitter. It looks to be Penguin is going to be there with Mark Ratchet at row number 2, Levi Allen, Donnell Williams at row number 3. Row 4 is going to be Charles Woods, Brandon Banks. Row 5, Kobe Hartung, RB Turner. Row 6 will be Michael Bollinger and Anthony Crownover. Row 7 is going to be Larry Breger and Chris Roberge, Connor Hazel, Jeremy Denner, row number 8. Row 9 is going to be Brian Rayburn and Jason Day. Jason Hastings is going to be out there with Jorge Rincon. Michael Newbrow out there with Ed Perry. And row 11, row 12 is going to be Michael Strickland and Alex Thompson. Row 13 will be Eric Schaefer and Devin Acuna. Jerry Culver is going to be out there with Greg Whitehead in row 14. Row 15, Todd McGregor and Clint Hackett. Row 16, Nathan Bigart does not qualify in the Truck Series unless it's a road series. So that's what he said in there earlier. So it'll be good. So stay tuned, sports podcast out there. You should be checking out. It'll be interesting to see what's going to happen here, and we'll see We'll see what's going to happen. So I believe it'll be, if it's going to be the RC/broadcasters caution, if it's going to be that, I believe Penguin is going to be racing. If Penguin is racing, that it'll be on Penguin when he wants to throw the caution. I do believe so. So never mind. I was going to put a poll up and let Chet choose from 3 different numbers that I asked the family about earlier to be able to look at it. Diana, thank you for the like out there. RB, thank you for the like as well. We appreciate you. Thank you to everybody out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We're live on all 3 platforms. We thank you very much for doing it, for being the cool kid. Appreciate you. Andrew, thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Thank you for the shout out to Greg out there. Appreciate you. We'll see what happens. iRacing Super Speedway. So we'll see. We'll see. Good to see Churchy. He got a pole here, so bad day. Not a bad day. We have 2 drivers starting from pit road. It'll be insane. A couple of driver cams tonight. Clint Hackett on board. Mr. Michael Bollinger, ready to rock and roll. I'm sorry, that's RB Turner. And then Michael Bollinger. Jerry Culver should be the next driver cam. Alex Thompson's driver cam dropped out. That's the reason why everything's all switched around. I had to move driver cams around. Then there's Alex. He's ready to go. Jason Day, final driver cam tonight. Be insane. It's yeah. Shush your mouth. Robert Church, Brad Dove. Mr. Paul Walters, the Penguin Man. Whoa. Front row shenanigans already happening. All right, start of the race is going to be on the green flag. And if you didn't think super speedways could get faster, well, you haven't been on iRacing Super Speedway. You're ready to go. Let's do the thing. Full send. All that jazz. We're going with green. To come out for the first time. It is a mess already. Drivers 3, 4, 5 line there. Somebody bounced the corner. So when it comes to getting into the corner here, there's Colby Hartung on the bottom side. So when you get into the corner here on turn 1 and turn 3, if we go to Colby Hartung's point of view here, Colby Hartung down on the bottom side, you'll see Larry Breger right there to his outside in the orange truck. Right here, you'll see kind of where that's gonna look at. When you enter into this corner, there is a big giant dip right there. And then, boom, down into the corner, 14, up into the 6-7. Sorry, 8-7 of Breger. 16's there, 14's there. Drivers going sideways. Drivers trying to avoid each other. And then all of a sudden, boom. And Perry, 62 gets taken out. Then all of a sudden, it just becomes more. Bam. And then on the front straightaway, drivers trying to do the thing. All right, drivers coming in for fuel. A lot of drivers coming in for fuel. You're going to see the couple of drivers stay out. Brad Dubb, Paul Walters going to stay out. Mark Retchen, Robert Church. Thank you, Budgie. You get a lot of those. Well, I possibly might see a lot of those tonight. Thank you for the clip. I appreciate you. Man, Allen Esports on board. Allen Transportation. If you need anything hauled, Allen Transportation on Facebook. Find them. Enjoy it. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the life that would be. Red Dove coming up pit road. Kobe Hartung, same concept. Jason Hastings. A lot of drivers going to come to pit road under caution. And the reason why is because and the reason why is because they got 40% fuel. They're not going to get a lot out of these vehicles. So it'll be crazy to see. We'll see how it goes. That's for sure. All right, Walters is going to be your race leader. Ratchet in second. Church and Crownover are going to be your top two. Levi Allen, Donna Williams are going to be there restarting in row number 3. Bigard came to pit road. Fuel only for him. A couple of drivers need fast repairs early. It's not what you want to see in the early going. Getting 2 fast repairs can be dangerous for this racetrack. Lights are going to be off of the pace car. We'll go back to green flag racing with 4 laps complete. An interesting dynamic. All right. We'll see it. Restart zone. Green flag. Walters jumps out to a quick lead here. We'll set up for the corner. You do not want to give... You got to remember, if you're a driver on that bottom lane, the proper way to enter that corner is going to be right. You're going to have to either lift getting into the corner, or you're going to have to find your way up the racetrack just a little bit. Right now, 3 wide for the race controller. Mark Retchen leads on the outside lane. Levi Allen there as well. 2, free in the middle. Kyle Williams. They put on a show. Leading that draft. Only one on the outside by himself. 3 wide, now 4 wide. This is a situation you want to back out of. Yeah, everybody drifts up the racetrack. Just a little bit in corner entry. And then there's a big bounce on these vehicles. Watch Donnell Williams' nose right here. Boom. Look at how much that truck travels. Big bumps. It's a massive understatement for these drivers. They continue to press. Jamie Daniel on the bottom side, big push. Jason Day on the outside lane, 3 wide. Alex Thompson putting it 4 wide here. Oh, it's going to be put back into that cycle. It's not going to have anywhere to go. 4 wide again. Corner. They're going to wreck. Thompson. Walters. And your race control that goes around. Alex Thompson. Going around. Quick succession. Second caution of the race. Here on lap 7. Penguin went flying. Penguin had no help jumping into the middle lane. It's Paul Walters on the relative lane. Jumping 3rd lane has no help. Both drivers free. 20 off corner exit. 16. Try to take that lane on the outside. Again, shot the gap to try to take the lead on the inside. Second lane's going to be where you're going to want to travel here for the most part. You're going to get big runs in the outside lane. Right there, Thompson didn't stick with the 20. The 71 gave a good bump to the 20. He's going to get in the draft. Watch the 16 go up the racetrack. Tries to come down. Not going to have it. The 20's going to have to run. He has all the air on the bottom side of the racetrack. And coming up to assume the lane. A bad situation. Jason Day, race leader, Mark Retchen, Robert Church, and Anthony Crownover, Big Art. All working. Big cautions already. The incoming ad break on Twitch. I'll see you after the break. Larry Breger's going to stay out. He came on a lap 1 on that lap 1 caution. So he's got a deficit of 7 laps on fuel. Kurt's getting a little damage fixed. Brad Delman on pit road as well. A lot of drivers coming back to pit road again for fuel. Strickland looked like he came in. He's got some damage fixed, maybe saving a fast repair. All right, we'll see how things fare out here. Second caution of the race. Caution laps are very long. 2-minute caution laps here at this racetrack. It's a long way around this racetrack. Drivers coming around onto the back straightaway. It's banked all the way around this racetrack. It's iRacing Super Speedway. Thank goodness they don't have this track in real life. This is just a dangerous track waiting to happen. Breger, Retchen, Jason Day, Nathan Bigart, Greg Whitehead, Christopher Burrs, Robert Church, Todd McGregor, Paul Walters, Clint Hackett are going to make up your top 10 right now. And the pace car will dive in. RB Turner getting released here. Going to be at a deficit. Driver's going to be up to speed. He's going to very quickly go a lap down. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but those things happen. Retchen on the outside lane. Jason Day is going to be there as well. Breger to the back bumper. Nathan Bigart. 40% fuel makes the trucks lighter. These drivers get up to speed. We can see 200 miles an hour. Walters to the outside. Drivers not ready to do the thing. 15 on the inside. Anthony Crownover. Middle second lane, 3 wide early. 24 to the 5-2 up high. Nathan Bigart to Breger. Oh! Walters sent into pit lane. Will just have to come get it. Here's what happened there. Oh, came down across the nose and then flipped Speedy's inside out, upside down. Yeah, he'll get his fast repair. He'll be fine. He'll come to pit lane. McGregor out front. Anthony Crownover, Larry Breger, Levi Allen. McGregor clears. And Crownover there to pull. Breger needs to save a little bit here. But be by his lonesome. Strickland into pit road. Rayburn into pit road. They're going to be coming down at speed. Trying to make it work. 207 miles an hour. Then they get on the straightaway and then watch that speed tick away. 209. Levi Allen. Clint Hackett back here, 212. Drivers trying to make it work. RB on the bottom side of the racetrack, just trying to soak up. He's going to lose some time here. Why he wasn't released earlier, I'm not even sure. 210 miles an hour on this track is insane. In one of these trucks, they're unstable. They don't like to be pushed, but you kind of have to. It's the only way you make speed. 24 to the 21. Robert Church clears his nose off the 71. Nathan Bigart, Christopher Burrs, the bottom lane, in the feed as they go. Back here just a little bit. Brandon Banks Holding on to the back bumper to the 5-2. Eric Schaefer, fastest lap of the race, 49.78 so far. Ian Hastings trying to go places. Just ahead, there's Colby Hartung. Alex Thompson dropping to the tail end of the field. 13 of 67. Yeah, they'll knock it out. Never mind. There they go. Well, that was insane. Clint Hackett, Nathan Big Arch, here's what happened. The 27, that was Connor Hazel right there. Watch Connor. Connor got a big bump from the 98. Boom. Hit him off square. Give him a big shove. Well, 27, upside down, inside out. I bet it still drives. Isn't that crazy? Bad bump. Going the wrong way. RB Turner should be able to get his lucky dog here. He'll be the first driver off the lead lap. Paul Walters is going to be 2 laps down. I'm sorry, a lap down, so he will need to stay out to get the free pass, but everything I'm seeing so far. It was at least a green flag run. Started developing. Third caution of the race through 15 laps. We are averaging a caution every 5 or 6 laps. I believe they're going to give him the lucky dog. RB should be back on the lead lap as well. We'll see if they give him the... Yeah, RB should be just be the lucky dog. I'm guessing they're waving everybody around. Clint Hackett in and out of pit road. RB will come around. Be up to speed. Drivers will come to pit road. RB will have an opportunity to do so as well. Mark Wretched going to stay out. Church is going to stay out. Devin Acuna is going to stay out as well. Still showing Walters a lap down, so that'll be something to stay there. Wretched, Church, Acuna staying out. What's up, boss? How you doing, sir? All righty. 24 to the 8. Whoa. Walters cruises on by. Drivers coming off pit road. Paul's going to need to maybe think about pit road if he can before it's all said and done. Just clear that dang old black flag. Nobody needs it. This is chaos in a 3-mile paperclip. That's what this is. Be shutting the truck off. That's for darn sure. Who brought in and out of pit road? Connor Hazel getting the damage worked on. What if he had to tow? I didn't even look and see. No, get it fixed. He went around on his hood, right? These things don't really need all that much. If you can stay in the draft, you can make it. You can make it work. You know what I mean? He's fine. He's got a few scrapes. He's good. It's a lot of time to get some damage fixed. Dove back to pit road. One more time. Schaefer. Hastings. Alrighty, Mark Rection, Robert Church, Devin Acuna. It'll be Levi Allen, Kobe Hartung, your top five. Todd McGregor, Raven Cone, Greg Whitehead. All working. We'll see what's going to happen. To the 8, 44, 21, 1471. Let's see if the racing picks up. We're going. 8-lap deficit on the strategy right now. Somebody on the bottom side of the racetrack, drop it back. We're going around again. Couldn't even get into turn one. What happened there on the early going? Wanted to see what happened there because on the start of the race, it looked like somebody might have been the 71. Let's take a look. There's Todd right there in the 71. If I go chase you, you'll be. So there's the 71. Who's ahead of the 71? But it comes down. It was Church that came down, and then wherever this driver is on the left-hand side goes back up the racetrack. It's the 44. That's Devin Acuna right there. And then Church is coming down. The 71 has to come down with him. And then just into the 44. And Church goes around as well. So chaos ensuing. Big Archie race leader, I think. Or Mark Rection. Somebody, I don't know. Somebody's your race leader. Going to catch up to the pace car. And then when you have a caution in turn one, you have to come all the way back around the racetrack just to meet up with the pace car. The pace car is going to be somewhere on the front straightaway. Yep, there he is. There it is. Mark Rection's going to be your race leader. So, see Hartung go to pit road. Rincon, Charles Woods, Roberge, fourth caution of the race. Completing lap 21. Walter's coming around. Should be coming to pit road. He and Mark Rection on a deficit. Some big deficits here. Eight-lap deficit to Levi Allen. Hartung came in on 20, so that's just a top off on fuel. 40% fuel in the trucks. That's at this rate, 15 15 to 16 laps. So you gotta keep that in mind. Rayburn having an issue. I don't know what issue he's having. He's doing burnouts on the bottom of the racetrack. Green. Green on the wall. Bollinger got punted into the wall on the start of this race. Right side damage on the truck. He's going to keep himself off the wall. Get down to speed. He's fine. He can get up to speed and soak up where Rayburn's at. Should be able to stay with the draft. 24 out front, last Kevin on lap 8 would be the first to take fuel. 21's going to get left high and dry in the middle lane. 14 goes to the outside. 97 drifts up the race line. Eight's got no help. 14's going to try to stay there. We believe. Yep. Acuna, Greg Whitehead, and Brian Rayburn all a lap down right now. Brandon Banks over the wall, it looks like. What happened? Banks got punted, it looks like. Here's a look. Check up, and then Stryker gets into him. Banks needing a little bit of help. That's Bollinger there with him. 5-2 goes around. That was almost slow motion. There's a caution. Larry Breger into the back of him. Jason Hastings shot the middle there. Breger went to give him a bump. Bumped him off center. You just never feel like you stop wrecking whenever you're on this racetrack. Correction, your race leader. Gonna meet up with the pace car. Hopefully everybody can get loaded up here. 25 laps complete. Oh, sorry. 25 laps completed. Completing lap 26 now. We've got average of caution every 5 laps. Their road speed limit should be 60 miles an hour, I do believe. 60 or 65. So I think it's 65. Culver, Strickland staying out. Ed Perry's going to stay out. He came out on 21. Lucky Dog Show went to Devin Acuna, so he's going to come around. We'll get his free pass. Jerry's going to be your race leader. Oh, not such a deficit that it's going to matter that much. Sorry, Chad. I've been missing a lot here. Just waiting. I should be paying attention to you guys. Do apologize about that. Hello, everybody out there, everywhere. We're all having a good night. Oh. Normally have more enthusiasm, so I do apologize. Good deal, Budgie. I'm glad you're having a good night. Walters almost took out Rayburn there. These drivers got to get all the way back around the racetrack. They get ready to enter turn 3. Let's hope they'll be up to speed. Greg Whitehead still trying to catch up to the field. Rayburn will just be on the front straightaway. But by yourself, you only run about 190 miles an hour only. Devin's being shown a lap ahead of everybody. Devin's on the lead lap. Well, they're just waiting around a pace car. Okay. He'll be caught quick. Gary Culver was your race leader. Devin Acuna being scored as your race leader. He got waved around one too many times. We brought him down on the bottom side. 29 of 67. They get a couple of green flag laps and then chaos ensues. Devin, we go to the high side here. At third lane. Fourth lane's fifth, sixth lane. Yeah, sixth lane. You can be 6 wide here. It is a thing. Devin working the outside. I mean, they gave you the lead. Take it. 13 to the 01. 44. Looks like he's just standing still there. Rayburn still hasn't caught the field yet. He's going to go back a lap down. Brandon Banks, 15.9. There's Greg Whitehead there with him. Keep himself clean. Only a 67. 01 back to the back bumper of the 13. Strickland to Ed Perry, Alex Thompson, Levi Allen, Eric Schaefer. See if anybody pokes the nose out. Rayburn all the way bottom side of the racetrack. Gonna stay on the flat. Oh, never mind. That should have been a caution. Wow. Jerry Culver up. Wow. Let's just back up. Jerry got sent. Or chase. 14 pushing the 01. Off-centered the 13. Brad Dubb, Mark Retchen, Levi Allen, Brent Cohn. All reckon now, too. Is what just happened there. Chaos. This happened somewhere up here. I don't know where. 24 to Hastings. 24 gives a bump there. Hastings is on the outside. That's what happened there. Drivers move up the racetrack. Thompson was your race leader there. Thompson, very bottom side. Gets a little bump there. A bump there. Or gets turned across the nose of the 15. Or just a bump getting into the corner, setting up. Yeesh. Hastings, your race leader. There's more that happened after the fact. Jerry Culver getting turned, should have brought out the caution almost immediately. Yeah, the 4 was there. Take a look at what happened. Schaefer came down right here. 15 had a run. He's there. It's just so much. There's so much speed when you have the draft or you have somebody behind you. Like just the run that Anthony Crownover had right there. Watch Crownover. He has the draft right here. He splits it, goes down to the bottom, has a run, and then the 4 made a move and yep. Do believe it happens. Brian, thank you for the like. Sixth caution of the race. Just about halfway. Jeremy Daniel, Colby Hartung, Alex Thompson, Connor Hazel, Donnell Williams, your top 5. Bigart, Perry, Hastings, Church, and Bollinger are going to be your top 10. On par. Increase the average. Jeremy Daniel now assumes the lead here, so that's again. Think about fuel here. Look, if they went green the entire way, you're still looking at 1.2 pit stops if it by the mileage. But yeah, you can't even back down enough laps here to make it happen. Daniel Hartung, Alex Thompson, Connor Hazel, Donnell Williams, all keeping themselves at bay. I think Jason Hastings came in and took a little bit of tire. Hastings has been to pit road 10 times. 7 times for Jeremy Daniel, 6 times for Hartung, 6 times for Connor Hazel, and Perry 6 times. Schaefer's been to pit road 10 times or 12 times. 10 times for Brad Dove. Ryder Banks 10 times as well. Jeremy Daniel, Colby Hartung. See if we can get a green flag run in here. Rayburn, bottom side of the racetrack again. He's not going to be able to get that free pass. Just wait for the lucky dog. Other than the drivers on pit road, he's the first driver a lap down. Gonna out of the race. Walters on pit road. Culver on pit road. Todd McGregor on pit road. Daniel and Hartung, ready to go. Agreed. over the halfway mark. Here for the All-Star race at iRacing Super Speedway. Couple drivers leaving pit road. 20 to 16. Second lane, dominant lane around the racetrack. If they can get hooked up and linked up like they did before, we'll have to see how it goes. '27 of the 01, 8. '14 of the 27. They're going to get dicey on the bottom. 20 there, 14 down the block. 20 to the inside, 3 wide. 01 big bump to the 27. 8 right back to the back bumper. Hastings back into the mix. There's Mark Retchen working. Hastings got no help. Trying to pull somebody to go with him. He's finally got somebody. Oh. Retchen to the bottom side. 5 to the 24. Connor Hazel out front, the 27. Big Art trying to take over the lead. Drivers trying to jockey for position here. Ed Perry put the tires below the yellow line there. That bump I talk about getting into the corner, we watched drivers hit it wrong all race so far. You're down, you're going to get free, and once it gets free, there's no saving it. Get us along for the ride. So was Donnell Williams, who has taken home a piece of the catch fence. It's Jason Day's driver cam. 27, 49, 5-2. Connor Hazel, your race leader. Seventh caution of the race. Gary Culver gets back on the lead lap, releasing all the drivers who are lapped down. Everybody will come to pit road. I'll be back in a moment, folks. Had to grab something to drink, folks. And then I didn't have something to drink, so took a moment personally there. Let's take a look at what's happened since I've been gone. Apologies for stepping out like that, but I kind of needed to. Putting that 45. Just kind of get through here. A lot of passing happening. So here is the lap 38 caution. That's what we saw. Ed Perry and Donnell Williams. Brad Dove got involved as well. Moved off track. Going back green. After that, rolling. Green flag here. Caution came back out on 43. And Jason Hastings back up here. Like Jerry Culver went shoot the inside. 4 wide. Just kind of came up into the 49. All right, go back to it. Think of hydrate and stretch, Budgie. I will do so, and I have done so. Bigart, Church, Hardtongue, Hazel, Thompson. Agreed. Correction on Alex Thompson, 0 on the outside. Greg Whitehead, Connor Hazel trying to work. Hard tongue to the back bumper of Nathan Bigart. Drivers lifting up out of the corner. Second lane's fast lane. But right now, Mark Correction there to push Church. .27, 00 looks to lift up into the corner. Quick one back there. Jeremy Daniel trying to work his way back up front as well. Church and Retchen doing a great job in that third lane to pull the 27 with them. And Church will go to the lead. We need a drop in third lane down. 27 is going to go down. Going to lose. It's like what I watched Connor Hazel just do there is lose all that momentum. And here comes the 5-2. Jason Day into the back bumper to 24 to keep him going places. And that second lane picking up some speed. 24 down with the 8. 27 now there. Connor Hazel can stay second lane. He's got help. There's a ton of help. Church to Wretched. Four wide again. Larry Breger with a big swing right there. So much speed, it was unreal. Now they're wrecking. 87 goes around. In the 13. Gary Culver right here. Corner exit, 13 of the wall. Neck, there's a lot of net code there. And then the 88. The 8. What happened to Church? Church got caught up from the front. Church got a bad hit there. Looked like Church in the middle of the lane here is not clear. Comes up and nowhere for Mark Retchen to go. And Jerry Culver, Strickland. And drivers blocking pit road. Ninth caution of the race. And about 17 laps to go. Jimmy Daniel is on the lead lap. So everybody's still racing, still competing on the lead lap. The chance for everybody to possibly take their last pit stop, depending on if they're going to save anything at all. This might warrant coming to pit road again under the same circumstances. Maybe take some tires. Maybe if you've got a little bit of damage, get it fixed. You can make passes on this racetrack. Jimmy Daniel will be your race leader. Get back, Connor Hazel, Alex Thompson coming off pit road. Jimmy Daniel will be third. Actually, Jeremy might have a black flag here. So, Russ, thank you for the like, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you, folks, for being out there. I do appreciate it. Murders, thank you for like. Fun race. That's all a matter of perspective. Thank you for the 500 biddies, Budgie. I appreciate you. Alex Thompson, your race leader. Nathan Bigart, Greg Whitehead are going to be up here as well. Greg Whitehead will restart on the outside lane. He'll be second. Bigart will be third. Hard time taking tires as well. Donnell Williams, Clint Hackett. It is always a matter of perspective, folks. What do you think of your light? You're green. 15 to go. Over to the back bubble 16. You set yourself up for corner entry here for the 01. It's a lift and then a bump into the corner. Up and then down, just like that. And right back to the bumper he goes. Proper way to push around this racetrack. That's it right there. It's all right, Brandon. Yeah, quite a few cautions. 14 to go. 98 Roberts on the outside. Thompson, Greg Whitehead, Donnell Williams behind him. Ronnie in a third spot. Clint Hackett working. $14 all over the back bumper of the 00 there. Clint's in a good spot right here. He can stay traveled and tucked up with everybody. He'll be just fine. He needs some help. Maybe it's Jason Day. Nope. And it's RB Turner. He'll be back in 22nd for Jason Hastings. He's caught up to these two. There's Michael Newbrow there with him. Jason Day is losing some spots here. Almost wrecking loose. There it is. There's Strickland. But Hackett having an issue. Who was it that got turned in front of him? That was Mark Retchen. Mark got ping-ponged there. There's Mark right here. I think he gave a great shove to Levi Allen. He did. Big Art. Search for a 3 wide here. Got it. 14 had it covered. The 01. Another 4 wide. 01 up into the 24, up into the 8. Netco from there. You know where, I mean, that just doesn't fit there. Perch upside down. Levi Allen, your race leader. Greg Whitehead second. 10th caution of this race. There were 10 laps to go. Okay, for your race leader. Giving him 51. Save enough fuel. Not impossible. The Wretched's out of the race. Glenn Hackett on pit road having a tow. Gary getting fixed. All right, Richard Murtaugh, Racing Driving Academy. PRISetups.com if you want to check that out. SpeedyTrophies.com. Promo code CHOPSHOP10. We'll save you some money. Thank you, our sponsors, Chop Shop, of course. Lunatic Designs, Matt Allen Esports, and Allen Transportation. Appreciate Musk and all they're doing. I know he's got some things he's working on, he and Nicole, so we appreciate them. I know that they've paused a few things, but we're just waiting for them to kick butt and take some names. The Flying V. Hartong Schaefer on the inside. Hazel Big Art on the outside. His car's in. 8 laps to go in the race when we go back to green. Sorry, 9 laps to go, not 8 laps to go. 9 laps to go. I promise I can math. Outer Banks, very bottom side of the racetrack. Trying to pick up spotter 10. 4 down on the bottom. 27 is going to be there. 14 to the back bumper of the 4. Trying to shove the ever-living snot out of the 4. 27's hooked up for the 01. He's got his teammate behind him. Jason Day. Gonna work. 4 to carry the corner. 14 doing a great job here. Hartung shoves out of the corner. Thompson doing a great job as well. 3 wide again, 52, 88 on the outside. They'll leave that second lane alone. Well, we've seen that third lane not go anywhere every single time they try it. You can make passes in that second lane if you stay hooked up. Down the back straightaway they go. Big bounce out of the corner for the 14. Back onto the bumper, the 14 goes. 4-14 hooked up, 16 in tow. 16 pulls Levi Allen out of the bottom side. A bump sends you, once you go over that bump, getting into that corner, it will send you up the racetrack. There's no doubt about it. 21 trying to keep that lane moving. And now that outside lane's going places, Jason Day working. Now watch the 21. 21's going to slide up into that lane. It's going to help that third lane go. Eric Schaefer, Colby Hartung, second lane. Trying to crest. There they go. Now the race is on that second lane. About the time we saw them get dicey before. Same thing here. We're seeing it happen again. Schaefer, Hartung. 49 slides down to the bottom, all the way to the bottom, almost takes the nose off the 16. Now Hastings, a pass. Oh no! What in the absolute ever-loving snot was that? Oh, man. That was a 01 that came across the screen. There's Big Art right here. 27 of the back bumper. Push, just an off-center push, and the 01 up against the wall. 27 up in the air. Tell you what, I think everybody got an incident point in that wreck. Everybody. Hit for the 5. And maybe, no, Larry was off track. Maybe Rincon. I think Rincon was fine. Hold on. Yep, he was fine. Larry Banks was fine. Brad Dove was even fine. No, Brad Dove was involved. Hold on. Yep, he was collected up in it. Yep, it was bowling. It was bowling ball. That's strike. Daniel trying to come around. It's hard to get back going on this racetrack. You have to get down to the flat of the racetrack. Get back up to speed. So we'll see if Jeremy Daniel can come all the way back around. Yep. Everybody was involved. They're all coming to pit road, except for Jason Day. Did Day miss that? He might have not gotten too much out of it. Some drivers are going to be fine. Track position is going to be huge. There's a 44 Dakuna. He should be on the lead lap. Yeah, he's going to be in second. Here's what happened. Oh, no, Jason Day. Oh, Jason Day missed it. All right. Well, let's go Jason Day. Woo. The whites in his eyes are probably about the size of dimes. They're not dimes, half dollars. His pupils probably the size of dimes. Jeez. That'd make my life flash before my eyes. Holy cow. That was a flying Nathan Bigart. That was what that was. That was pretty crazy. Thompson out of the race. Breger out. RB pit road. Levi Allen pit road. Yeah, Thompson's out. Schaefer's on pit road. Ed Perry, I believe, out of the race. It's today your race leader. Yep. Jason Day, Devin Akuda, Michael Strickland, Jeremy Daniel. The two broken to get back out on the track. I'm surprised there's not more drivers that are. Oh, 11th caution. It'll be a natural, we're completing lap 66, so it'll be a first attempt at a green-white checkered here. But it should be fine for fuel even to the end. Even with pace laps, you can turn the truck off. Coast around. Just never really got going. Good thing we didn't have the broadcasters caution or RC caution to invert the field. The field's been inverted on its own a couple of times. Five 244-8820 214. Oh, it's been a chaotic race for an all-star race. It's about to pick up. All right, let's do the thing. Snack up inside, green flag. Jason Day, Michael Strickland. See if they can get organized enough to. Jeremy Daniel. Going to find some help here. He's going to be door to door. Colby Hartung here. Right now, Brian Rayburn up on the outside. 3 wide. Got Buffalo there. 27-25. The 20 needing some help. Getting nothing out of anybody. Jason Day just trying to hold on to the lead here. Drivers getting into turn 3 and 4. Long way around this racetrack to get a white flag. Bigart trying to make a run. 27, very bottom side of the racetrack. The 01. That'll be it. White flag waves. And they're wrecking. Striker gets taken out. Bigart, Banks, same drivers. Same drivers who maybe had a 14 goes around. There's the field wrecking. Part of the field wrecking. There's more to the field wrecking. A chance for drivers to get out here and try to make something happen. 5-2 is just not going to have any help. There's Greg Whitehead. Greg Whitehead would have made the better move here was to move to the outside, and now they're going to block and go everywhere. Schaefer, I don't know. Brandon Banks won. We'll see how it ties up at the end. What a chaotic race. I think Banks won. Let's go see. Whitehead went below the yellow line there to make the pass on the 01. That's not at all something you can do. He advanced his position. Yeah, drove below the yellow line and advanced his position. That should be negated. Well, Brandon Banks would be Eric Schaefer, I believe. We'll have to see what happens with this one when it comes to race results. They're 5 wide here. 4 up into the 5, across the nose of the 5-2. So I think Schaefer got second by his nose. Jason Day would have gotten third. So we'll see how it squares out. We'll talk to at least Brandon Banks. Banks, Day, Bigart. I think Whitehead would be. I mean, it's out of bounds, folks. That yellow line on super speedways is out of bounds. You don't advance your position. Well, let's go back here one more time. Let me close this down. Let me go here. This right here is out of bounds. He put that truck there. And then came back up. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Whatever the leak says. It was close. A gutsy way to do it. And Bigart had the inside lane. Definitely gave him room because of it. But Banks gets the win. Here's your race results. Points don't matter. The racing should. I don't know what happened to Schaefer. Schaefer's a lap down. Schaefer a lap down. I don't know. Brandon Banks, your race winner. We'll at least talk to Brandon. That was at least. That's at least known. Brandon, congratulations on the win in what is an absolute chaotic race. Walk me through it.
I don't know, man. We had a bunch of damage the entire race, so I was really trying to get it traditionally fixed so I could save the fast repairs for the end, and I ended up getting it down from like 9 minutes to like a minute at the end of the race, and I was like, screw it, I'm just going to use some fast repairs. So I used the fast repair. We just held on and drove up through there. I figured we were right behind Nathan there at the end. I was like, he's always got some kind of he's lucky, man. When he comes up through the field, he's good. So I figured let's just latch onto him and we'll go. And the holes just kept clearing, and he took me right to the front like I thought he would, and pretty much set him up like we wanted to off of 4. There was just a gaggle of trucks coming, and all you could do is just try to block every lane if you could. And saw Schaefer up top. I thought he would go with me. He left me out, so I don't know. I haven't had a chance to even watch it, but it was pretty fun.
Well, I'm glad it was fun.
Was it fun for you, Jason?
No, it was
No.
not. No,
It's not.
no.
A lot of cautions, wasn't it?
Yeah. There were 2-minute pace laps.
Yeah.
I had time to run.
Dragged on.
I had time to run the convenience store and back.
Oh wow. Yeah, I know. You know, you give everybody these fast repairs, and then on top of that, you you got those long caution laps where you could just fix damage, so you could have like tons and tons of damage, and I don't know, you could get it all fixed, and everybody just stayed out there, and it just kept running into each other. So, I know it's for fun. It was fun, the race that we did, but I think maybe if we had took some of the fast repairs away or something, so that cars had a little more reason to not drive so chaotic, I think it'd have been a better race. But hey, whatever. It is what it is. We do it once a year or a season, and it's just for fun. Sorry it wasn't exciting for you.
No, it was boring.
Yeah.
I don't know how the scoring goes when it comes to the end of the race, because Schaefer was second on his lid.
Yeah, he's going to come in here. He's third. They gave him third. I think he, some reason disqualified him for something. So he is going to come in here and interview third with you. So
because he was upside down. That was probably why. It was.
Yeah.
It was insane. And Greg passed below the yellow line, and I'm like, well, are we going to call that? Like, I
have no clue. I don't know what rules we had there at the end. Like I said, I was just I saw the big gaggle of cars coming up behind Nathan. I knew as soon as I jumped out of line, it was just like parachute. You can't do anything. The truck completely loses any speed at all. So
yeah, you go from
I tried to wait as long as I could.
Instead of 190, it loses 20 miles an hour very quickly. And we could watch that happen whenever somebody would leave somebody in that second lane. That truck goes by.
Yeah. So we tried to wait as long as we could to pull out, and I saw the big group of cars coming. There was nothing. I couldn't wait any longer to pull out on Nathan, so we did it and just tried to hold on, and just worked out for us.
Yeah, it was Schaefer that got into your door.
I think I probably got into his door. I thought he was.
No.
I told him. I said, "Really? Okay."
He came up.
I thought he was going to follow me, and when he didn't follow me, I was like, "Man, heck with you!" And I went down and hit him. And
you came up to kind of block on the corner, right? But like, he shot to the inside, and then all of a sudden, and I think it was some netco 5-2 to the 4, and he got up into your door. Okay, so that was like, that's just a bad day. That's just a.
Yeah.
I mean, but it doesn't count. So. Yeah.
No. Like I said, it's just for fun. Like I said, I know it probably wasn't fun to watch, but and I honestly hate this track. This track is garbage to me. But I think I've raced it in probably a year, to be honest with you. So
it's fun in the Delara, like the IR18. Yeah. It's fun in that car.
Yeah, I could see that being fun. It's just, I mean, I don't know if it's just the way the track races. People just aren't used to this. Like going into the corners, you got to really know what the truck is going to do, and so that you could feel, confident in the way if it's going to rise up or whatever. And to think a lot of people were just kind of doesn't feel the same as a normal traditional type restrictor plate race. So a lot of wrecking, people not holding their line, things like that. So hey.
Racing Super Speedway.
It is what it is, and it's over.
Fake cars, real racing on a fake track.
Exactly.
I mean, you get airborne in both corner entries, like you know. I mean, it's like there's. I mean, it. I don't know what to say. Give shout outs, man. Get a victory here at All-Star Race. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, well, appreciate you hanging in there, man. Everybody that came out and watched, Speedy Trophies, DBR guys. At least we got two guys in the podium there. That's what we're kind of hoping for. And we just had a good time. So, like I said, appreciate anybody that stuck around and and watched that. And like I said, we'll go on next. I don't even know where we're at honestly after this week, but whatever we race next time, and we'll see if we can actually get some points and a real win.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Do a burnout real quick so I can take a screenshot. You got enough fuel?
I did. Oh, you want another one? Okay.
Yeah. I'm close enough on your truck to make it matter. There you go. That's the burnout I want.
Good.
There you go. There you go. There we go. All right. Yeah, I got.
All right, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Have a good night.
All right, man.
Yeah. It's the Brent Banks. I don't know what to say, folks. Sometimes racing happens. Sometimes races happen that I am like, but why? They're gonna call it. Greg Whitehead finished the second. Walk me through that move.
It was just I saw an opening and just went for it. It was just go for it and see what happened. It worked, almost worked.
Yeah, it was
second, so.
chaos at the end. Hold on, I've got a loss of just a second. Give me a moment. I want people to be able to hear you. Hey, we're back! Yay! Woo! Yeah, something was going on there. We've got storms outside. We got some lightning in the area, so every time we get a good lightning storm or an electrical storm, things go weird every once in a while. Because we live in a great area that has the best charter spectrum internet you could ever ask for that doesn't have ground issues ever.
I don't have any storms here, but it's 9,000 degrees. It's like the face of the sun outside here.
Yeah, it was hotter than Hades today here too, and now we've got electrical storms with a little bit of rain mixed in with terrible humidity.
Sound like, do you live next door to me?
Yeah, I live in Missouri, so if you live you're a lot more humid. You're more warm than I am, so.
You can wear.
Yeah. Basically, I was born in Mississippi. My mom's from Louisiana, but most of our family's down there. Yeah, most of our family's from there.
You understand my problem.
Where the willow trees droop because they're just wet. It's the only reason why they droop, folks. It's because they're wet. It's not because they're crying. It's just because the humidity's so high they can't lift the branches. No. No, man. It was a race. It was an all-star race.
Yeah, it was an all-star race. I avoided more nonsense, and then I got a lap down, got the lap back, still had a faster pair. So, I could have we could have wrecked some more if we needed to, at least one more time.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you didn't.
That's fun. I like that. I like that track. I think it's underrated. I like it. Problem is people don't run it a whole lot, so they don't get used to the bumps and stuff in the corners.
Yeah, it's a specialty track, and that was what I was talking about kind of at the beginning of the race. You've got to set yourself up to have corner entry. You can't just straight drive into turn one on the bottom side. You have to, if you're the pusher, you've got to basically let the leader get into it. You have to lift so that way you can land on his back bumper and then start shoving from there. Second lane's the place, the way to go around this racetrack. But we're watching people try to drive the wall, and I'm like, that's not how you get faster at this racetrack.
No,
and then
not at all.
I don't know. It's crazy.
I was in a group chat with a buddy of mine who races with us in another league, and there's a couple times early in the race that I called out, like people being too low in the corner. I was like, that's about to be a wreck, and I would just back out of it and move around it. And,
if that was your buddies in chat, tell them thanks for being in chat. Normally I'm a lot more enthusiastic. Tuesdays is chemo day, folks. So,
Well, we had, we call him Fluff, but Anthony Shook.
Fluff? Yeah, I know Shook.
Yeah.
Chuck's
I had a buddy, Andrew Elias. Yeah.
He's been a lot of leagues I've called. We know Shook.
We've known each other. We've run into leagues with each other for the last 6 or 7 years now. So
Yeah.
we've known each other quite a while. And my boy TJ Krober, we miss him. We got to get him back one of these days when he's not busy.
He needs a vacation and come back a racing. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, we haven't raced with each other in months, so we miss each other. So.
TJ's amazing. I love that dude.
Oh, yeah, we do too.
But no, man, I'm sorry I'm not more enthusiastic. This was a long race for 67 laps, and I don't know what to think yet. And I was like, I was like, is he gonna get DQ'd because he went? He had tires below the yellow line. He passed over there. I mean, Nate gave you enough room to be able to be above the yellow line, but it's almost like part of me is like, I'm glad that you weren't, because that would have, like, you never know. Net code on that bottom side is terrible. And then, then it all wrecked into you. And then I was like, I don't know who won. We'll just let it be. So, but.
A regular race, I probably don't make that move, but all-star race, I was like, I saw an opening and just went for it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, on a regular race, that'd DQ'd you for sure.
Oh, yeah, I know. I probably wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I'd have ran right there on Big Art's left rear quarter panel, and kept my tires as close above that line as I could be. That's for darn sure. That's what I had have done, because the hole was there. I mean, the hole was there. You had plenty of room. It's just.
I was trying to give I don't really know what I was going through my mind, because it just happened so fast. Maybe I was trying to give Bigger some room. But.
It's turn 4 last. You're 200 miles an hour coming around, and then everybody parachutes all at once. Like all 5 of you went to 191 miles an hour. Like, I was like, this might be bad. And then it was a big wreck, and Schaefer ended up on his hood, and I don't know, it was weird.
After I feel like I've had like some of the worst luck in the world this season, so it makes me feel a little better to run halfway decent. So.
Hey, you know what? And then it just comes down to the next race, right? Speaking of which, I haven't even. I need to look it up. I'm saying I didn't even. Are we going to Darlington? Oh, well, good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Darlington Amp Racing ran Darlington this past week, and it ran really well. So
how we are sometimes. I feel like there's some races we just can't pull it together.
Well, if you were going to New Hampshire next week, I'd have said, ooh, whoa, but Darlington can be a good race, and as long as everybody, realizes the race line and know that you can't go too wide into the middle of the corner. I don't know. I'm gonna call it like I like it. So this one was this one was a little out of whack, and it was a weird all-star race.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Something it's a track we don't get to do, and it's fun. We had more. We had a lot. We did that. What did we do last year? We did something weird, and no one showed up. And this got a whole lot more participation.
Last year.
Did we do some signature aid, or we did some mini stock thing, or something crazy?
I don't know. That was, whatever they did. I don't know what they did last time. I don't remember what they did last time.
We did something dumb, and no one showed up.
The time before that, you guys did the knockout thing, and that one actually worked out really well.
Yeah, that was fun to do. But last season, we did something dumb, and no one showed up.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I think it was like dirt. I don't know if it was dirt. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, it was mini stocks or something weird. I don't remember.
Yeah. No, it was. It might have been. I'll have to go back and look now. I don't know. This was good as long as the drivers had fun. That's what really matters. Be damned what I say and what I think about this race. It was boring to me because of the cautions, but if the drivers had fun, that's what matters to me. And if it fits, then keep doing it. And I like that drivers can get out there and do what they go out there and just beat on each other tonight, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just, something different, something fun. Not something we're going to do every week. So let it fly. Move on to Darlington.
Yeah, thank God you're not doing it every week. I had to turn this one down. No, I'm sorry. Greg, P2, congratulations. Bold move at the end. Give your shout outs. A good chance to get to talk to you, man.
Shout outs, my boy Andrew Willis, who was helping me spot. Fluff, who was with me tonight. All y'all, the broadcast. Hammond, Strickland, Chop Shop, all y'all. Y'all do a great job. So I enjoy it. So appreciate y'all.
Always, man. I normally do a much better job. At a certain point, when you start green, then cautions, then you're just like, Many stocks at Charlotte.
Okay.
Charlotte last year. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what church says.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But cheer up, man. Smile. It's okay.
Oh no, I feel like crap. I have chemo on Tuesday. I have chemo on Tuesdays, every Tuesday. So, that's part of it.
Right. We're praying for you, buddy.
No, it's part of it. It's part of the deal, man. It's part of what I have to deal. I have to deal with it just like you guys have to deal with it. So if I have a bad day, I have a bad day. It's a bad day. It wasn't a bad day. It was just it was a weird race. I don't know. I like everybody. Everybody drove their asses off, and that's what matters. But
yes, sir.
All right, Greg.
Appreciate it.
We'll win Darlington next week.
I'll try. I appreciate it, buddy.
You too. That's Greg Whitehead coming on. You too. Coming on P2. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut him off. He's awesome. All right, let's talk to the guy who, for whatever reason, got DQ'd at the end of the race for coming across the line on his hood. It's the only thing I can make sense of it.
Yeah, it was my fault at the end. I told Strickland, I said it wouldn't have, the temperature was climbing when I pulled off after getting wrecked. The temperature on the truck was climbing so bad, I would have never made it around to celebrate with my teammate. So I turned it around on the front stretch, and as soon as I turned it around, it DQ'd me for reckless driving.
Oh,
so I was going to go back to the start-finish line and wait on Banks to come around and celebrate with him, but even after the race was over, it still DQ'd me for that.
That's so dumb.
So
it's got to be the track. It's got to be the track because you could do that.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Because I fired the truck up, and as soon as I fired it up, it went to the water temp went to like 280, and the oil temp went to 300. And I was like, well, let's turn it around and just coast it back to the start finish line. And as soon as I did it, it gave me the black.
Well, that's some baloney. Hey, you were on your hood coming across the line. I thought you almost got second.
Yeah.
That was close.
Yeah, I thought I was actually going to get first there for a minute, but I got crowded a little bit, and me and Jason made contact, and then Banks came down, and it was just a melee right there at the end. But all in all, that was fun.
Yeah, I was telling everybody, I when there's a lot of cautions, it's frustrating to me.
Oh, it definitely gets boring. I know.
Yeah, I was bored. Yeah, you almost
because we were start stopping.
And with the pace laps are so long here. Jeez,
oh,
yeah,
2
right
minutes.
there. Yeah, right there. Well, can we? Yeah, right there. There it is. That's the next screenshot for today. Jeez, Pete. You could literally hand some grape upon to both drivers, left and right hand.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was upside down.
Yeah. They carried you across the line. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, goodness gracious. Anyway, yeah, I was telling everybody, be damned what I think, right? If I'm bored, I'm bored. So what? As long as the drivers have fun for an all-star race, that's what matters. That's what racing's about. It's what the leagues are about. You guys get out there and cut up and are able to, just have a relaxing day where nothing matters.
Yeah, it was fun, but some people were taking it too serious. But it was supposed to be fun, and some people were getting their feelings hurt in there. But all in all, it was still a fun race.
Oh,
I had fun.
Good.
Me and my teammates had fun.
Well, that's what's supposed to happen.
Can't speak for everybody else.
Yeah. No, don't speak for me. I was not having fun. but it's okay because
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll go back to fun next week when we're racing it out, we're duking it out, and everybody has a different strategy. This was, this is great. I was saying to everybody, it's a good thing they didn't let me do the inversion because you guys inverted like 4 times.
Oh yeah.
And, so we're good. We're
We
good.
didn't even have a green flag pit stop.
Nope. You're 210 on a track people don't drive often. 210 miles an hour is pretty fast in these trucks.
I did it myself under qualifying earlier. I entered the pits at 187 and was able to make it into my box in time. So
I was watching
you can
people
do it. You just had to know what you're doing.
Yeah, I was watching people practice it, and they were running into each other, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know how this is going to happen," but I'm all for it. Do it.
Yeah, I would love to do it some more. I think
Did
it would make pit road very interesting.
It'd be really cool to see maybe one of the Daytona tracks or maybe one of the Talladega tracks. You'd be like, you know what? Open qualifying, just like you guys did. Mandatory pit stop. Good. Somebody do it. I don't know. It'd be funny, like they used to do with the pit crew challenge.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know Mooncar does it to where one of the rules is every 3 laps they have to go down pit lane at Talladega while they're racing. Not to make pit stops, but it's to
go down.
To actually every 3 laps they have to. Oh yeah, every car has to go down pit lane at full speed and not wreck.
Somebody who was trying to get me to go running Mooncar, and I don't remember who it was, and I was like, I don't know. And yes, car. Somebody reached out about a streamer league, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, does it matter? And then I go and watch. I get clips sent to me from Mooncar, and I'm like, all right, well that's fun. That looks like a lot of fun. They can say things I can't, and it's awesome. But because we all know that if I wanted to, I would not have monetization if I wanted to say what I really wanted to say.
No doubt.
But, no, man.
That's why I get chat banned a lot on here.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Well, it's happened once to me. One time.
Well, never. I should say never chat banned in officials, just league races.
Yeah. No, I got it at one time in officials, because I went off, and then they realized who I was, and they were like, "Oh, let's make a point," and
Yeah.
It happens. It's good. Jafe, always good to talk to you, man. I'm glad you guys had fun. And like I said, that's what matters in this whole. The whole reason for an all-star race is to get out there and have fun, and and to cut up, and it's really cool to see, and you guys are having a good season. So, this is a good way to have some fun, kick back and relax, and go back to work next week.
Yes, sir.
Be good. All right, brother. Give your shout outs before our storm kicks in and kicks me off the internet.
Yeah, no worries. Jason, thank you for doing what you're doing with everything you got going. We appreciate it. And best of wishes to you. Huge shout out to all the admins in the Chop Shop League for putting us on, Strickland and Hammond and Jerry and all the guys. Shout out to Speedy Trophies for what they do for us, and huge shout out to Banks for getting a win tonight and throwing it to my teammates out there, man. Like I said, always we're a little family. So, but I just appreciate everybody.
Always a pleasure, Shafe. Much love, brother. I appreciate you. Tell the boys I said hello. And
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I almost knocked on Tony earlier whenever he was live, just to keep bugging him, just to bug him. But
I'll do it. He loves people coming in there talking to him while he's racing, man.
No knocking. So whenever I was live earlier, we had like 80 people watching, And if I knock, it sends all my viewers to him. But he was in the middle of a race, and I was like, "No, I better not do that. I better not do that because it would have shared all my stuff over to him, and it'd have been a great one big family because it had distracted the hell out of him. But then I was like, "Nah, he's not going to get any freebies if I do that." So, boy,
Yeah.
I love it. All right, man. Be good. I'll talk to you guys
All right, brother.
later.
Thanks, Jason.
You too. That's Eric Schaefer coming on P3. As we always appreciate the Big Shafe and the Big Shafe machine. Yeah, we got some internet things happening here. I don't know what in the world's going on. So, whatever reason, some drop frames. Whatever reason, I don't know. If you're seeing some skipping out there, I'm sorry. We'll shut it down and let it ride for a little bit. We have other things going on we got some storms rolling in, so I'm probably going to end up shutting the stream down and add the time for the night. But I love Chop Shop, and I love the truck series. This was just a lot of cautions for a big track. That's all it is. That's it. That's really what it is. And I would never take anything out on the league, period, end of story. The drivers having fun matters, and that is exactly what happened tonight, sounds like. And I'm glad that everybody had fun because, and if somebody got their feelings hurt, it's an all-star race. Move on. It'll be better next. It'll be better the next go around, or it could be a caution fest. The next one they have. You never know what's going to happen. Racing is racing. Darlington's going to be fun next week for me because it's just competitive racing. Tonight it was all about the drivers getting out there and having fun. Hell, even the RC was in the race with everybody. So that was Paul Walters. That's Penguin. Well, yeah, there you go. Massive day, right? Massive way of entertaining and getting everybody up to par and having a good time. So it all matters, folks. Every bit of it. It all matters. Yeah. Pretty crazy. Just wanted to survive. Did it mostly. It's a race. Different race. Churchy flipped. Everybody got contact. Nobody had a 0x today, except for me. Everybody flipped. Striker flipped. Churchy, you hit the dang old wall like it was coming down. Yeah, there was a lot of things happening today, so it's all good. We appreciate y'all. Thank you very much to everybody for being out there. We'll see you soon. I'll see you guys in the morning. If I'm not at the office, I will be on for the marathon. Regardless, the marathon will be on in the morning if the storms are past. And you guys will be watching some old races, but I'll add the time after we shut it down, so it'll be something like 7 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is. We'll throw the stream back up for everybody. So we appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you to Chop Shop. Thank you, Speedy Trophies. Thank you to all their partners, sponsors, and affiliates. Congrats to Brandon. Congrats to the drivers for putting on another all-star race. It's 5 seasons of this. And, this is the 5th different version of an all-star race they've done. So yeah, you get to have fun. Something different next time. Maybe they'll do something different next time. You never know what's going to happen with leagues. They keep kicking butt. They keep taking names. Everybody flipped at some point, even in practice. We'll see you soon, folks. Peace out.